Good morning. Welcome to Catex TV. Today is Wednesday, April 29th, 2015. My name is Matt Bernat, filling in for Frank Fortunato, who is off today. Rescue workers seeking to reach people who desperately need help in earthquake-ravaged Nepal face a myriad of obstacles, and the weather is only making things worse. In the district of Gorkha, where the 7.8 magnitude was centered, a large storm rumbled over the mountainous terrain Tuesday afternoon. There was thunder and lightning, water was rushing down the road where I was standing, said Matt Darvis, an emergency communications officer for the humanitarian group World Vision. Nepalese authorities have said that over 5,000 people have died and 10,000 were injured as a result of the massive earthquake that struck Saturday, but officials have warned that death toll is expected to rise. Two neighboring countries, India and China, have reported death totals of 72 and 25, respectively. That essentially shut down helicopter missions for the entire afternoon. The weather did, according to Darvis. The canceled helicopter flights made fewer airdrops of vital supplies for devastated villages and dashed hopes of rescue attempts for people in isolated locations. The frequent downpours have made it harder for emergency workers to help the injured. The harsh weather intensifies hardships for the countless Nepalese who are sleeping out in the open because their homes were destroyed or because they don't feel safe inside buildings amid continuing aftershocks. Protesters defied a citywide curfew in Baltimore tonight, and police eventually responded by using smoke canisters and pepper balls in an attempt to disperse the crowd. Authorities said the curfew has been largely successful, with 10 arrests in the city by midnight. The curfew is in fact working, Police Commissioner Anthony Batts said. The city is stable and we like to keep it that way. The curfew was implemented after a day of riots following Monday's funeral of Freddie Gray, a 25-year-old black man who died of a spinal injury apparently suffered in police custody. After appeals to disperse as the 10 p.m. curfew began, including one from Representative Elijah Cummings, a Democrat, and others from police air choppers, the police line slowly moved forward, but to no avail. The crowd defying the curfew appeared to be much smaller than the ones out earlier, and at times it seemed the media may have outnumbered the residents, but there was a small contingent that refused to move when they started throwing objects, including water bottles and bricks. Police responded. Australian primary insurance group IAG has revealed that losses alone from the recent East Coast low-pressure storm system that affected New South Wales and Australia, particularly in Sydney, are likely near the current industry loss estimate. The insurance industry loss estimate had reached 295 million Australian dollars, according to the Insurance Council of Australia, but now AIG has said that they expect a hit of 300 million Australian dollars to its own business from storms and will call reinsurance protection to help pay its claims. The estimate includes 250 million from the first New South Wales storm and an additional 50 million for the severe hailstorm that struck the Sydney area. As a result of recent events and other perils experienced, IAG has revised its net natural peril cost claim assumption for the financial year ending 30 June 2015 to 1 billion Australia dollars after insurance recoveries. They anticipate full utilization of reinsurance cover, which provides protection to 150 million in excess of 700 million for retained perils in the fiscal year. The reinsurance layer that IAG appears to have fully utilized is part of its main catastrophe program. The insurer is now close to eating its aggregate sideways protection that it put in place in 2015 for the first time. The aggregate catastrophe reinsurance layer provides $450 million of protection in excess of $375 million. W.R. Berkley Corp. grew its total revenue by more than 2% for the first quarter of 2015, but saw its profits slip by nearly one-third due to weak investment performance. The Greenwich, Connecticut-based insurer reported total revenue of $1.74 billion through March 31, an increase of 2.2% over 2014. Despite the revenue growth, the first quarter profit fell 30.3% to $118 million. During a Monday conference call with investment analyst, Berkley President and Chief Operating Officer Robert Berkley said the growth was mainly driven by strong performance in the company's domestic segment, by far its largest operating unit, that was partially offset by ongoing challenges such as soft reinsurance pricing. Net premiums in the domestic insurance segment through the end of March grew 5.9% from 2014, while net premiums in the reinsurance segment fell 13.5%. Mr. Berkley said the significant revenue losses were in line with the company's expectations. The overall decline in net income was due to lower income from investment funds from realized investment gains, partially offset by modest improvement in underwriting results. A group of self-styled anarchists threw glass objects at Greek finance minister Yanis Varoufakis and his wife Danae at an Athens restaurant late on Tuesday. but she hugged him to shield him from the attack, the finance ministry said. The couple had just finished having dinner with friends in the Bohemian Exarchia district, the site of frequent protests by left-wing protesters, when the group entered the restaurant's courtyard, telling them to leave their area. The minister said that his wife, an artist, blocked the attack. They tried for a few seconds to reach him without hitting her, he said in a statement. They then retreated fast, continuing their threats, and got out of the courtyard and waited for us outside the restaurant. The statement did not go into details as to what prompted the attack. The outspoken economist has won fans in Greece for opposing austerity policies, but also has garnered criticism at home for his brash style and a celebrity photo shoot in a French magazine. The minister said that the group were more interested in embarrassing him than injuring him. The couple left the courtyard, got on their motorcycle, and left. He said he started a dialogue with them and wanted to hear them out, even if that meant I would be hit. After 15 minutes of a tense but non-violent talk, spirits calmed. Varoufakis was sidelined by Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras in a reshuffle of Greece's negotiating team with the EU, IMF lenders on Monday after slow progress in talks over reforms to unlock aid. That's the news for today. Thank you for watching. If we have any important breaking news, we'll come back on and tell you. As always, you can follow more news updates on our Twitter account at Catex TV. Thank you, and have a nice day.